Hello, hello, hello. Happy full moon. I'm going to say that over and over again today as I wait for you to come and join me on this beautiful full moon day. We have a very, very special treat. Ruth Connell is going to talk to me on live, if you can believe it. So, oh my gosh, and she's, look at this. Which is our prompt? Here we go. I'm not even doing an intro because you all know how amazing she is.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello,
Good.
how are you?
I'm so good. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm just opening up my Melinda Holm fragrance oil
Yay!
to put some on in preparation for the proceedings.
Well, yeah, get you connected, get you that frankincense connection, the Palo Santo clearing.
Oh, I love Palo Santo. I just burned some incense over the cards and things as well.
Oh
My full witchiness on. So
yes.
it smells amazing.
Oh,
It
thank
smells
you.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
wanted, I mean, all of the stuff, I just make what I want. So,
Same. We with Supernatural, we sometimes do campaigns, and we often do T-shirts and things. But I'm like, well, I want a slash neck top because that's what I wear. And Michelle, who runs the stands, is like, oh my god, you know. But I'm like, no, I want to make what I want to wear. So, and then
yeah,
sometimes the fans, you know.
well,
So,
and
yeah.
other people want to wear it too. You're definitely not alone in wanting that.
Yeah, I'm aware I look a little bit naked. I promise I'm fully clothed. You just can't see. It's just really warm, and so like, oh god, sleep on stop.
Yeah.
Not sitting here
Yeah,
naked.
it's crazy. Is it still I mean, well now I've moved house. We used to be very close, but now I'm kind of on the other side of town. But is it still it's still 100 degrees over there?
It is, and I did put the aircon on because I didn't like it's kind of noisy just where I'm sitting. So so hence I look naked, but I promise it's not. It's a
Well,
new thing.
either way.
What, can I ask why you moved?
My husband had been at the old house for 17 years. So for over a decade before I moved in, and it just started getting really crazy by where we were, and we wanted some quiet. But it was tough because we lived in this we lived in a purple house, like this super magical purple house, and
I
so
love that.
yeah, so there it was. It was a feat to find a just as magical house. But look at me, here I am, not in a sauna, as a
Yeah.
lot of people have thought.
You're in a sauna. I'm naked. Uh, in my
Places.
house. Oh, it's glitching a little bit. In my house in London, people thought I was crazy. My very first step into anything like esoteric, I suppose, or whatever you want to call it, was I was left some money, and I paid. I could never afford to do anything like it before, but I paid for somebody to do feng shui and come to my house. It was the first time I did anything, you know, out there for me at the time. And they explained to me my elements and everything else, and that silver and metal are very lucky for me. And so I painted my front door silver. I had a bright silver front door,
Oh,
and kind of, and had a blue shed and all this kind of stuff. And I think my mum thought I was potty, but I loved it, and it's been a really lucky house. So
yeah, yeah. Well,
yeah,
silver is the color of the moon, the metal of the moon.
absolutely. So purple, silver, it's all
Yeah.
works.
And you're in Aries, right? Your sun is in Aries, is that right?
I'm 29 degrees Aries, so I'm right on the cusp of Aries and Taurus. And my dad is Aries and my mum is Taurus, and I'm an only child, and I thought that was very like fair of me to be right in the middle. I've got Virgo rising, and my moon is in Leo, and I'm sort of learning.
Ooh, very fiery. Well, so this full moon is in Aries. It's a very fiery moon.
Yeah, and it's also my Chiron is in Aries, and Chiron is in Aries, and all this. It feels like it does feel quite intense.
Yeah, I think you could be describing Rowena's astrology, right?
Yeah, I could have thought about it. I think Rowena might be more Scorpio, and I do have stuff quite a lot in my 8th house, which means maybe I could play her, but I feel like she might be more of a Scorpio. would be my guess.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Going forth between the worlds. Well, and so you had gotten into magic with the feng shui, and then did you start reading tarot during filming the show, or was that something that came up when you were younger?
I always had a sort of interest, or like in Scotland people would read your tea leaves and things, but also like a bit of a fear of stuff like that, really believe in it, and so
Yeah.
not dabble in it too much. But I like had a couple of readings, and then just when I got into my 30s just went full tilt. And then when I moved to California, and then had more permission to do vision boards and stuff that maybe isn't so Scottish, I then, when I got Rowena, it was just even more so. And I really enjoy it. And Teresa Reid, she did a kind of reading for me, and she said it's in my chart as well to kind of
Oh,
do
really?
stuff like that. And so I do it with the fans more than anything else. We do like readings sometimes, little one-to-ones at the conventions and stuff. So I know you said that you would do one for me, and you asked would I be comfortable doing one for you. I
Yeah.
would love to do one, like as long as you like kind of maybe coach me a little bit, because I am still kind of learning. I'm not.
Absolutely. Oh my gosh, yes. I'm thrilled to just I'm always giving the readings. It's thrilling to get. Well, who do you want me to go first? Do you want a reading
Yeah,
first?
you go first.
Okay.
You do me first, and I'll tune in a little bit, and we can swap.
All right. So, is there anything specific that you want to look into, or should we just look into like what is your guidance for this full moon?
I would like a little bit of guidance. I think, I mean, bearing in mind the full moon, I'd like a little bit of guidance about what I should do regarding keeping my body in balance, my health in balance.
Yeah.
Which I don't know how often people ask things like that. I don't know. Do people ask?
It's really all over the map, and there's a lot. I mean, in California, my California clients ask about it a lot. I feel here there's a lot of awareness around sort of body spirit connection, and so people often will look for spiritual solutions to physical balance and like different physical issues. But yeah, I mean, before COVID, the most common questions were love and money, right?
Yeah.
That's the big stuff. But it's been since, March, April now, really picking up in April about like, what am I on the planet for? What am I here for? How do I kind of fulfill my promise? How do I get connected with myself? Which is really lovely. And so in that sense, I think that this whole time of quarantine, from where I sit, has really opened up a lot of people to a much deeper connection with each other and with themselves, which is so lovely.
Yeah. I feel good in that. I feel really clear that I still really want what I've been doing. Like I did a self-tape last week, and I really enjoyed it. It was so good. I was like, oh yeah, this is still what I really want to do. But yeah, it's nice sometimes. But so my question is more about like what advice and will I get there? Like, will there be a good outcome? I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. From this last self-tape.
No, from about getting my health in balance.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sorry. Let me misspoke to the cards. Let me get that out of there with one last shuffle. There we go. Okay. And then when I read remotely, I cut with my left hand because I'm right-handed. So I'm cutting half of you, and then divide into 3 piles and pick a pile.
The one on your right. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Weird. It's my left. It like Instagram. I know. I always tell people, no matter what, I'm like, just point. I'm not gonna. Well, let's see. Ooh, okay. So the first card, and normally I wouldn't talk about the cards as they go, but it's a full moon in Aries, and the first card that I put down is the Emperor, which is associated with Aries.
Yeah.
That's great. So this is gonna be a good one. And I'm reading on my new deck. that is about to come out. So everybody, this is Elemental Power Tarot. It comes out in October. It's very cool.
Gorgeous. Oh, yeah.
Thank you. I wanted a deck that would invite everybody in, because so many of them have different elements that sort of like push people out, and it's like it's all white people or it's all very binary, and so we all the people out.
Yeah, I was going to say, I did one reading last night just to kind of, have a look.
Yeah.
And I pulled a card and I was like, I think this is the Queen. And then I kind of found another card and I was like, yeah, I think that was the Queen. I think that was the King. And what I really loved was it was more about the energy rather than it being this female or male. Like I got that straight away. Is that?
Yeah. Oh my God, that I love it that came through so immediately. That's awesome. Yeah, because especially support cards. Well, and you've got one right away here too. We've got the King of Wands that's there with the Emperor, but it's that combination of the elements, the air of the king and the fire of the wands, so that you can kind of focus on that instead of, oh, this is masculine, this is feminine. You have, I mean, just from that alone, so we've got the Emperor and the King of Wands in the middle. You really have this very heightened ability right now to take control of that process. It's very much in your control getting your body balanced. And with that king, with that air element, the strategy and the planning, the research, really being sort of analytical about it, right? And with the Emperor, that's also just like getting this very big holistic plan in place and being able to get others on board with you, right? So that everybody will kind of team up. And the cool thing is underneath, well, lots of cool things, but we've got the Six of Wands in line with the Seven of Cups. So this whole physical balance process, the underlying motivation for it is finding that sense of achievement and that sense of connection with your fire element, your intuition, creativity, magic, action, and having that in tandem with pushing through emotionally with what you truly desire. So it's almost like you can't, like as you get this physical balance going, more of your heart can come through, more of what your heart wants can come through, because right now before you achieve that, before you go through with the plan, it's all focused on that, and that like deeper desire doesn't come through. So that's something to really look forward to. Through this central narrative line, we've got Knight of Swords and then into Knight of Coins. So that leap, and they're both the fire of their element, fire of air to fire of earth. So you're really going through kind of passionately thinking about it to passionately doing it, like putting it into action, right?
That's the bit that I've not done yet.
Yeah, yeah, that's coming up. Yeah, right now you're in the planning strategy part. Because if you have, I mean, especially with the Emperor is such like a big picture figure and a big thinker. So having that Emperor energy now, it allows you to really put everything into place and to not only think about, well, what's the best thing to do, but what's the achievable thing? What, like, can you build on this process and start with some things that will sort of expand later, instead of jumping in with both feet and then getting exhausted or getting overwhelmed. It really gives you this opportunity to open it up so that when that Knight of Coins kicks in, you've got it and it sticks. It's really something that sticks, which is very cool. Now, in this threefold return position, how you meet the situation, how it comes back to meet you, it's Three of Coins. So again, this idea of collaboration, that you're not in this process alone, that there are other people that will be on the same journey with you or support you in very concrete ways. So that's great too, especially in terms of, getting sort of new habits put into place. It's so helpful to have other people buttress that for you.
Yeah.
Now up above, you've got 10 of Coins with the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is, I'm actually wearing my Hierophant shirt. Usually I wear a full moon shirt on the full moon. but it's gone. I have 1,000 t-shirts, and somewhere in the move, my full moon shirt is gone. So, oh. uh, but the Hierophant is over here in kind of hopes and fears, and that's my 19-year-old kitty cat that's lying on the path there, underneath the shrine. So there is this deeply, deeply spiritual element to this physical bodily balance and transformation. This journey of physical health is very deeply spiritual. And the spirituality really helps you to reach 10 of coins, like the uppermost heights of what you can achieve within your body, within that physical realm. So that's cool too. It's almost like that spiritual teaching is kind of pulling you up. Yeah.
That was the card that was sitting looking at me as well. That's funny.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
And it's on like on the box that it's in my symbol. So the Hierophant staff, that 3-barred staff, and then the alchemical symbol for fire, that triangle, that's what the fragrance is based on. So there is the fire, the frankincense is the Hierophant. Yeah, so it's all weaving in there. And the Hierophant is associated with Taurus, which is funny too. So you've got the Taurus card and the Aries card being a cusper.
Yeah, yeah.
Your key card, so what you're invited to sort of hold as true north as you move forward, is another card of collaboration, but in fire, the 3 of Wands. And so that guidance, that advice is to really, stay flexible, stay nimble, like fire sort of, dances around. It's rooted in one place, but it does dance around. And to let other other modes of moving forward, other ideas, other ways of taking action lead you intuitively as you move through. So even though in this time that we're in, it's a lot of planning, right? And a lot of strategy, as you move forward, that strategy is living. It's living and evolving. So it's another way to not become overwhelmed, because what you decide right now isn't set in stone. It evolves with you as you move forward.
Okay.
Ta-da!
Sounds like it's all to play for. Yeah. And it's interesting. What I used to do with some of my friends, I used to live in West Hollywood, was I had 3 different friends who would each pick me up one each day to go for a hike. And that was what would make me go, and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, right, okay, I need to kind of get more collaboration with just doing certain things, and even getting advice from and stuff.
Well, and it's been so hard too in California. It's been so hot, and then it's been so smoky that it's hard to do like all of those things that really feed us and sustain us. And we're people here, and we haven't been able to be, which is tough. So hopefully that will open back up. Oh, it's caught a bit.
I don't know if I don't know if you lost me.
Oh, I can hear you.
Hold on. Somebody's just coming to my door. Oh, just hold on 2 seconds. Somebody's just coming to my door. Hold on. I'll tell them. I know. Told them. That's okay. That's fun. It's good. Yeah, sorry, it glitched off there. No, it's I really think that it's habits though. It's what you're there used to not be a day would go by that I wouldn't do, or go do something. And then what I really love is being in my house. Like I'm up the top of a hill and I kind of get stuck in here. So yeah, but I get that it's about actually being more fiery and dynamic, and actually going out more and physically and doing more.
Yeah. Or or starting, if you're more comfortable in your home, like getting that fire going in place. I mean, again, like flames, they're rooted in one place, but kind of moving all over. So you could take that as well.
And just when you said it earlier as well, because I used to be a dancer, And I was like, I actually, people always say to me, why don't you do a dance class? Why don't you, you know, and stuff like, and maybe just being a bit more open to even doing something. Just, you know, just when you were moving there, I was like that, you know, I used to do that for 8 hours a day every day. And
Wow. Did you
now
dance professionally?
yeah, yeah. I went to ballet and everything. It was my first love. I was Clara and the Nutcracker with Scottish Ballet, and I
What?
danced more as a jazz dancer and can, you know, stuff like that. And then I retired at the age of 24, the grand old age.
Dance world. So brutal.
It's brutal, but because I wanted to be an actor, really. And but the interesting thing was for me, it used to be a long time ago that you had to either be a dancer or an actor, that you weren't taken seriously.
Yeah.
And then it was a real great thing when Chicago came out and some of these musicals came out. It then became cool to be able to also dance as well as be an actor.
Yeah.
And so I actually ended up doing like playing a dancer in a play, and I love it. But I just, it's one of those things when you've been really able and you can't do it anymore. It's sort of like just kind of what you were saying as well, like wanting to just kind of be able to really do it and having to accept just building up incrementally again. Like I can't just do the splits. I'll really hurt myself. I have to
Yeah,
like
totally.
build it up again.
Well, do there's all these, Ryan Heffington?
No,
You know
no.
who he is? I'll send you his profile. He does classes on live. He does these
Okay.
classes, and it's very like freeform, jazz based, exuberant. Like he's lovely, but I have a couple of friends who have been doing that a lot. They're just like, I need to throw my body around in my house. I can't do this
Sounds
anymore.
good. Sounds good. Okay. Well, will I do one for you now? Will I
Yes,
do?
I would love to have a read. Let's see. I would love to have a reading on this new house.
Okay.
What's, kind of what can I expect? What am I invited to embrace or what have you?
Okay. And do you mind if I do a 3 card spread so that
Don't mind at all.
is that
Yeah.
okay? Um, and what my experience of doing tarot, having used to just kind of do a spread and then look up the different cards as I was going, and then becoming a bit more like just looking to see what I would see and what would jump out at me. And then like listening to some of your, I'm just shuffling, thinking, as I'm talking, like understanding more of the elemental side of things, and it's there's so many different ways, right, of doing it and building up your
Yes.
process of how you do readings.
Oh yeah, totally. I mean, even I was doing a reading for a client yesterday, and it was like kind of a comparing two options, and one was all coins, and the other one was all fire and air. And so that it's like without even looking at the numbers or the titles, like that's so much information.
Yeah, 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 yeah. So I'm going to split into 3 piles. Let you choose one. Okay. Does this feel good enough? Would you want me to do a little bit more? What do you think?
It feels good to me. Yeah.
Okay. And again, I'm doing it with my left hand as well.
All right, I'm gonna.
Can you see them? Sorry.
No, but I.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. So. Oh, so I do things instinctively, and I just
Yeah.
wanted to choose a card. What is it you say? A signal. A
Oh,
signal card.
yeah.
And it was the lovers,
Oh,
which I love for you and your husband,
yes.
right? And it's like it's in a house. It's like 2 chairs facing each other,
Yeah.
sitting in a house together. Is and it's got like cups of tea and your cool mug and your interesting decor. It's so you, isn't it, as well? And the 2 different forms of art that blend together very well.
Yes.
with decoration, and I think you're going to have fun. I think you do have a little bit of decoration stuff to do though, right?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
that.
love that. I love that for you both.
Yeah.
And
Well, moon is in Aries, but sun is in Libra. So it's this like independence, partnership, back and forth. And the Lover's card really has both of those together. It's like maintaining independence within partnership.
yeah, and I just it's such a it's sort of what a stylish couple as well, and what
Thank
great balance. And really, it
Yeah.
really feels like it's a joint project. It doesn't feel like you wanted to move or he wanted to move. It's like, no, you both really did, and you're both really doing it,
Yes.
and that's lovely.
That's
That's
absolutely true.
that's such a nice card. Okay, and so what you've had is it's come from this place. I think is that the Ace of Cups?
Yes.
Come from this place. It's come from this place of love and an emotional. It's been an emotional choice to move. And then where you are just now is that you're at the four. Is Four of Wands.
Yes.
And what that tells me is like the two of you have both got something in each hand, like doing this, doing that, picking things up. This is You're very much in the doing of it, right?
Yeah.
The building of it and the doing of it. And so there's the third card is the two. I'd say Two of Pentacles, Two of Coins,
Oh,
which is about balance. And I like that. I like this card because to me this is very. It looks so earthy as well. It looks so earthy, and to me, it speaks of balance, not necessarily a struggle to balance, but like doing things in a very balanced way.
right. And sort of building the balance, like working towards it.
Yeah, and um, I don't know, but please tell me what you think. But like, maybe urging you not to be like too like, because I know what it's like when you move into a house. Not like don't not to throw your money at everything straight away.
Right. Right. To rein that in a bit.
Yeah, like there's no rush, right?
Right. Right. Yeah, that's I
Does,
really need to hear that
does
actually.
that feel, because I know what it's like. It's hard. It's like so hard not to.
Yes.
Um, and yeah? Tell me about this card.
Oh, so that is the Page of Cups, Earth of Water.
Okay, because I
So
asked for just for like a little bit of clarity on that card, and the Page of Water. Yeah, just like such good flowing emotional
yes.
times coming from it all.
Ugh.
Aww.
Is what it feels like too. I mean that Page of Cups kind of like new beginnings and emotion, back to basics and emotion. I mean, I've told a couple of friends I feel like we've been married for 6 years, but we really start being married now because this is the first place that we've chosen together, and
Yeah.
that is ours instead of me moving into his place.
Well, and so there is a thing, and I like this for you too, because when I do the clarification, you sometimes do three.
Mhm.
So the hangman, which I like, which is like you have to hang out in the house, you have to be there, take your time, do it, and
Mhm.
I like what you get is actually the 10 cups.
Yes.
I don't think it could be better, to be honest.
Right? 'Cause Ten of Cups, I always think of as the ten's kind of community, and I miss that so much. I
Yeah,
miss have like groups of friends around, so that's like, oh,
and I can see this in your drawing. And you said the illustrator worked with, is it Harry Potter?
yeah, yeah. Rowan Daniel Eason, he did the covers of the last series of Harry Potter.
Amazing. And what I see is like you've got the three above and the three below and the four in the middle. Like I understand that you have people surrounding you and
Yeah,
around, and yeah, gorgeous and so pretty. And
yeah,
what I see with these have been drawn is the flow that you're talking about with water, and
yeah.
yeah,
He nailed it with the vibe of all of the elements. Like the water background feels like it's this beautiful constant flow, and the fire is really jumping out, and the earth is really solid, and
Yeah, and that's what I like about this Two of Pentacles as well. It's earthy. It's about being grounded, and you'll find the balance.
Yes.
Don't
Yeah.
just buy the first barbecue you see, right?
Yeah.
Build one.
Exactly.
Build a green one or something.
Yeah, totally. Like work with what we've got. Well, of course, too, looking around like, oh, we've got to get rid of this table and get a new one and replace this and replace that. And it's like, settle it down.
Yeah, yeah.
I love it. Well, thank you. You're really good at reading tarot.
I think to me it's like it's just telling a story, isn't it? It's like you see a story and it's fun. Like and what I've learned as well. You tell me what you think, but sometimes if I just say what I see, people go, oh, and if I try and control it too much or be too clever or analytical, it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's sometimes just this, the kind of literal aspect that.
Right. Just off the cuff. Totally. Yeah. When I've tried to exactly get into like I always call it like the math of it. Trying to like add things up or like, no, it's really that learning the language, knowing the language, and then being able to see the poetry in it.
Yeah.
And what you did is as well that I think is so important and that not everyone does with tarot is give advice, give guidance, give people somewhere to go, right? You're telling me like things to lean into and things to back out of. And, so often people will read and just kind of, here's the information, good luck.
Yeah.
So that's it's so important and it's so kind, it's a bedside manner thing.
That's fun. Thank you so much. What an honor getting to read for you. My goodness.
Well, yes. Any other big plans for the full moon? You lighting any candles or anything?
I really, one thing I thought I might do. It's maybe not so ritualistic, but there's an astrology course I thought I might sign up for. Rebecca Gordon is doing a course.
Oh, I don't know her.
Yeah, I thought I might do that. Normally, yeah, it's and it is such an Aries moon and everything. I really should. I need to think about it. What about yourself?
I'm gonna light some candles. I'm gonna do the big open up all the windows, sage it all out, right? Do my big energy clearing, and then I actually have a silver candle from Spellbound Sky, who they're in Silver Lake over there, dear friends of mine, and so that one is really intended for connection with the moon, with lunar energies. So I'm gonna do that one, and then try to chill out.
Yeah, actually, I might just go outside and like howl a bit. That's more where I'm at. So whatever works, right?
Yeah, just let it flow through. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for the reading.
Thank you so much. And thank you so much for these. I'm really interested as well to try this deodorant. I love natural deodorants. And thank you. Yeah,
yeah, you're so welcome. The deodorant too, it doesn't have there's no weird chemicals in it, and there's also no baking soda in it, so it doesn't get cakey and it doesn't stain your clothes.
Oh, amazing.
It's like the best thing. Yeah. And you got the face oil too?
Face oil and the energy setting spray, which I feel better now. I think I didn't want to set it before. Maybe I'll set it now.
Right, like, okay, now.
Stay like this. So thank you so much. Gorgeous packaging as well.
Oh,
thanks. Your little symbol, isn't it? That you were talking about.
There it is. Hierophant staff and the alchemical symbol for fire. And now we've got a new one. I just approved packaging to go to print on fragrance number 2 that is High Priestess based. So it's like jasmine, clary sage, labdanum. Yeah, it's more like air element with the High Priestess energy. So
I love it. It's so classy as well. And this came in such a beautiful black magic box.
I know that it was really fun putting those together. In a former life, I was a professional gift wrapper at a department store.
Really? That's amazing, because like it makes such a difference the way something is like given to you. It makes it special, right?
Yep, exactly. So yeah, all of the like arranging and everything I
It
get
was
very.
gorgeous. It was beautifully done. So it was just really brightened up my day to get something nice in the post. It was so beautiful. So thank you very much.
Oh, so welcome. Well, and I'm glad that you're enjoying the deck too. I'm so excited. Now it's been almost a year. Like I started, I mean, for me, I guess like kind of a lifetime of kind of developing all these thoughts and stuff. But I started working with Rowan really like last fall and having him translate all of my thoughts into these images, which he did so incredibly beautifully.
Feel really nice as well. What's this? This is the Ace of Coins.
Is the Queen of Coins.
Queen of Coins. I see. I
Yeah,
like it. It's like this. I love this in the middle. That's what caught my. That's what caught
yeah.
my eye.
Because the water in the background lets you know it's the queen.
I see. Ah, I see. Right, right. I love this. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something very feminine about this flower as well in the middle, and
Yeah.
I get it.
All this like he just did such an incredible job. And there's so much personal stuff. Like the wands are based on their drawing of a wand that a friend of mine made. So that's a real magic wand that exists that's been drawn for the deck. And
No, I love it. I love it. The gorgeous, beautiful job, and yeah, thank you so much. I look forward to using them. I'm going to do some readings, I think, with the fans. They just people who want to stage it. I'm going to send them like a little 1 minute video reading using these probably.
oh, awesome.
Yeah, so
Oh,
they'll get to see them as well. So
well, I'm honored that the deck gets to be used for that. Thank you.
yeah. Anyway,
Oh,
so thank you very much, and
thanks everybody for joining. Have a wonderful day, Ruth.
and just to say as well, like thank you for all the lives that you've done. Like I feel like I've learned a lot this lockdown through
Oh,
watching a lot of your videos, and I liked when you went through the numbers, what all the different numbers meant, and all that kind of stuff. The real practical stuff I really enjoyed
yeah.
too.
I've got it. Well, I'm gonna do some more of that too. I kind of stopped because I didn't I didn't have the advanced copy on the deck yet, and so I didn't want. But now we're gonna start making some of those videos, which will be really great, and just have like little tutorials that people can watch on the sites. I made there's elementalpower.com site for the deck, and so we'll have like an educational resource page with videos and little tips.
Fabulous,
Yeah.
fabulous.
All right.
Thank you
Well,
so much. Thank you.
oh, thank you. Have a fabulous rest of your day.
You too. See you later. Bye. Bye, everyone.